I'm not afraid to admit that. I think that's fine. And I don't really trust doctors, you know, and I've always been a bit like that, and you know, I tend to come back from the doctors just quite upset, unless they've given me drugs, in which case I did well in my drug audition, which is what the doctors is. And it's essentially, isn't it? You do your monologue, possibly with a croaky voice if you're a pro. Yes, no, it's definitely not a virus. Anyway. Oh, I've completely lost my track now. Yeah, so I tend to come out quite upset, you know, I don't really trust doctors, and they go, oh, what was it something serious? And I go, yes, well, his lips said tonsillitis, but his eyes said cancer. There's clearly something wrong. I'm going to diagnose myself on NHS Direct. I'm going to go on the float bus. Woo! Oh, death, the sound problems. See? I'm going to die! I'm going to die up here in front of all of you. Oh, that's fine. I'm a little bit melodramatic, I'm happy with that. But yeah, I don't really trust, and particularly, I come from Devon, and I love Devon, but I don't trust the doctors down there. They're lovely, but unless you can rub a lock leaf on it, you're fucked, essentially. And, I went to see a doctor at home, and I went to I've been having, you know, abdominal pains for a couple of months, and I don't really know. And the first thing he said to me is, "How are your lady bits?" So, my lady bits, doctor. It's like, yeah, how are your lady bits? Like, oh, did you mean my humps, my humps, my humps, my humps? My lovely lady lumps. Check them out. Because you see, I'd seen doctor, and I thought medical doctor. Clearly, he meant it as in Dr. Pepper. I was not very impressed. So eventually he said, oh, you've got, he diagnosed me with irritable bowel syndrome. Oh, horrible. I don't know about you, but I've never wanted to have a syndrome. It's not nice. There are no good syndromes, and it's particularly unsexy if you put before that the word bowel. Hello, like you're in a bar. Oh, don't mind me, just my bowel syndrome. So, you were saying. And I think the word irritable. The word irritable really pisses me off there as well, because it's supposed to make it sound a bit like, oh, don't worry, you're not properly, it's just a bit grumpy.